Good morning, everyone. Renee here with Luminous, your makeup artist, and we are going to be walking through absolutely everything airbrush today. So thank you for joining us. If you are new to our channel, please be sure that you head over to that subscribe button, click it because we want to see you every single day, and we want to make sure that you get those notifications. So we are here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. Myself, Heather, and I, we will be going through everything airbrush with you, getting you comfortable with your new system. Good morning and welcome. Hello, Patty. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Amber. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. We also wanted you to know that if you ever have any questions or we by chance miss your comment because we are just diving into our makeup, please let us know via email. Also, if you have anything specific that you'd like to cover, join us or send me an email because we can always go over that together. So I'm going to clip my hair back because I do that every time I do my airbrush or any kind of makeup, as a matter of fact. Let me clip it back. Hold on. Here we go. And let's get started. So just like every other video that we go through in the beginning, we always walk you through your kit. That's so important to us because we want to make sure that you have a really good understanding of what's going on in your kit, because that kit, trust us, 100%, the hardest part is opening that box and just getting started. That is the hardest part, we promise, is opening up the box. So this is what you get in your kit. You get 2 foundations. You get Love, which is our, Love is our hydrating luminizer. You get blush and you get 2 foundations. The reason why we do that is so that you can get your perfect match. You also have plenty to practice with, so you don't have to worry. Let's get started, let's do it. So let's go through a few things that we recommend with your airbrush. So to get started, just turn it on. So we're going to walk through. This is the Legend system. It has 1 button. This is our stylus. So the stylus, this is the trigger. This is where you put your foundation. And then we have this amazing spill-proof cap. So if you talk with your hands, okay. So turn it on, just 1 button. It already comes assembled. You just get started by feeling it on your skin with the air. You also can use water to try it out. And the reason why we say that is because all of our foundations are water-based. So if your foundation's water-based, it's going to give you that feel if you try it with water. Plus water, it doesn't show up. There's no color, but it gets you used to feeling what it's like. Keep that stylus moving. So never want to keep it in one spot. Stay 4 fingers width from your face. And when you're ready, barely pull back on that trigger. So it's a tiny little movement. So one of my favorite things to do is to demo why we ask or why we suggest these certain steps. And besides that, we don't really have any rules when it comes to airbrush. So they're not really rules. They're just suggestions that are going to give you better results every time you airbrush. All right, let's look at that. This is shade 110. 110 in our Silk Foundation. If you hold it up to my skin, definitely is not my shade. So I love to give you a demo that's not my shade. Good morning. Oh, I see Tamberly and Candy. Candy, now I'm confused. Is it Candy or Lori? Okay. So we're just going to shake that up because it's a water-based formula. It doesn't have all of the extra products in it that bind it together. So we just have to shake it up, and that's allowing us to get that fine micro mist on the skin. We're going to put a few drops in here. We're just doing a demo, so right now that doesn't matter. So I'm going to turn my hand this way and show you what happens when we just start to do the steps that we tried. Okay, so we're just going to keep the stylus moving. We're going to stay 4 fingers away from the skin, and we're going to barely pull back on the trigger. Okay, so you can see we get some color there. And see how we're building up that color? And you don't really see where it starts or it ends, which is amazing because that's why airbrush is so important. Now, if we go next to it and we open up, you see how wet that looks? We pulled back too hard on our trigger, or see that? So that's just way too much. And don't worry, you probably will do this the first time you do airbrush. And you can see how different that color is than my skin tone, but it blurs right in. What's so cool about airbrush is that you don't see a hard line where it starts or stops, because that's the beauty of this formula. It just blurs into your skin. Oh, thanks. All right, thanks. I love these earrings. Okay, so for the demo, Amber, that was shade 110 in the silk, but that's not my color. That's just the demo color. All right. Let me hop over here really quick and make sure. There we go. I can see you guys a little better now. That was my last wipe. I'm gonna have to go get some more. Okay. So our makeup remover cloths are absolutely amazing. They're nice and thick. They're not going to fall apart on you. They have like a dry oil feel. They break everything down. I love them. Okay. Let's get into airbrush. I do want to get started with just something different that we have. Now this is our Airbrush Tanning Tonic. So this is our newest product. Let me put the lid on so you can see. This is our newest product. Just came out. This is going to give us a beautiful tan, but it's clear. So I can actually give myself a little bit of tan from top to bottom. All on my skin, just to give me a little bit of color. And this won't give me color immediately. This will give me color in about 4 to 6 hours. So I want to make sure that I get my neck, because I take long walks and the sun comes here. So my neck is never as tan as the rest of my body. So just adding a little bit of our tanning tonic there to get a little bit of color. But I don't have to worry about it getting on anything because it's clear. And I don't have to worry about getting up right now and hurrying to go wash my hands because I didn't actually have to touch the product. Okay, there we go. Tanning tonic. So the beauty of having tanning tonic in the airbrush form is that you can pop this on even in the can. There's a lot more in here than in the can. So you can just put a little bit on into your airbrush system and use just a little bit. Okay, questions over here. Let me hop over to the comments and check these out. Are there any tips about applying over a tinted sunscreen? Are you talking about foundation? I just want to make sure I know what you're talking about. Tanning tonic does have some anti-aging, avocado oils, hydration, really good for your skin. So it's a really great layer. And then how long before it fades? It depends. I'm going to be quite honest. Any kind of self-tanning product does not stay on the face as much as it does on the body. Reason being is because we usually wash our face more frequently than anywhere else. We also use different types of cleansers on our face. So if you're using different types of cleanser on your face, for example, if it has a scrub in it, or if it has any kind of exfoliation, that's not going to last as long because it's going to exfoliate that skin off. I hope that that makes sense. So it's hard to put an absolute timing on that because everybody's going to be different on how aggressive they are with their face washing practices or what types of formulas you use to wash your face. But in the tanning solution, in the tanning tonic, it's just easy to put a few drops into your stylus and go. All right. Foundation over sunscreen that's tinted. Honestly, I think you would just do the same process. It's just going to depend on how it wears because I don't know what formula you're using, so I'm not really sure, but you might actually use a lot less foundation if you have a tinted sunscreen underneath, because that tinted sunscreen is going to be doing some work for you. So it's going to be evening out your skin a little bit. So, all right, let's hop into what we need to do with our products that come together in our set. So let's get started just with foundation. And I have found that I am a mix between 3 and 4 at this time of year. And probably next week with using tanning tonic, well, I will have more 4 than 3 because I get a little bit more color. All right, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use 8 drops because when I use our Silk foundation, 1, 2, 3, 4. Morning, Nancy. When I use our Silk foundation as a concealer, I use just a little bit more. When I use a concealer underneath, I find that I use a little bit less. All right, so we're just gonna softly apply that everywhere. Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. If you are new to us, please be sure to say hi. We love to chat everybody up that's joining us. We also love to see your comments and questions, and we try to get to every comment and question as much as we can. Oh, and I have some really exciting news, everyone. So yesterday, I said at noon, Heather and I were going to be doing something really fun, but in reality, we're doing it at 4 p.m. So stay tuned. We are going to have so much fun. Don't miss us today at 4 p.m. Central. Set your alarms, girlfriends, boyfriends, all my friends. It is going to be epic. All right. All righty, so we are winding down. There we go. The end of our airbrush application. I started under my eyes as a concealer. If you also have a lighter color of the foundation, you can use that under your eyes as a concealer if you like your concealer to be a little lighter. All right. So let's get into blush. And I'm going to try Soft Rose. So your blush that comes in your set is going to be chosen for you for the complexion the complexion range that you chose for your foundations. And when you do the blush, that color is just going to develop a little bit after you put it on. So do one side a little bit Do the other side a little bit. And then give it just a second and see what kind of color develops. You're more than welcome to add more. We recommend 1 to 2 drops, but it just depends on what you're feeling. I tend to use a little bit more blush because I'm a blush girl. There we go. All right. That's our blush. That's our foundation. And then what do we need now? I feel like you guys know the answer. All we need is love. So let's get into the love. Love is a hydrating luminizer that goes on before, after, in your foundation. And this little guy is just what we need. So this one is use as desired. So if you want a little bit, if you want a lot, I don't feel like I need a lot today. Tamberly got it. She knew. She knows what's going on. All we need is love. So this is a hydrating luminizer. And it blurs all of our makeup together. So if you feel like your blush might have a hard line, because it can, if you're new and you're just starting, it definitely can. You absolutely will find that love helps to blur everything together. So I absolutely adore just getting a little bit of tanning tonic started to give me a little bit of color. Then we used tanning tonic to get started. That's going to give us a little bit of color over time. I didn't have to touch anything. I didn't have to get up and wash my hands. It's just ready to go. Then I put, we used a combination of the Silk 4-in-1 foundation. We used equal parts of 3 and 4. Let's see here. I'm not really good with the lighting. 3 and 4. Then we used Soft Rose blush. So you can see just a little bit Soft Rose blush. And then we finished it with love. And that's all we need. So I'm loving, loving, loving this look. I do want to remind everyone, come back and see Heather and myself this afternoon at 4 p.m. We are pumped, 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 pumped. So cannot wait to see you all there at 4 p.m. Central Time. You don't want to miss this. You really don't. We're going to have so much fun today. And then I did want to also let you know that tomorrow, yes, tomorrow on a Saturday, we have Miss Heather going live with Ian M. Crum on our Instagram page. If you don't have an Instagram page, or if you have not yet liked or followed us, please hop over there so that you can turn those notifications on. You don't want to miss this Saturday, May 9th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Ian and Crum and our very own Heather will be going live doing Makeup for Mom on Instagram Live. So really, really, really exciting. I love these collabs that Heather is doing. She's just an amazing makeup artist. So if you have not yet subscribed and liked our Instagram, please head over there, because we're going to see her do her magic with another amazing artist, Mr. Ian and Crum, both with their moms doing some awesome makeup. So please, please, please go check her out. We want to get her all the love that we can. And I will be back for the 10 o'clock this morning. And I will also be back at 4. Guys, you don't want to miss this. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss 4 p.m. Set your alarm clocks. Grab if it's happy hour or 5 o'clock somewhere, because it'll be 5 o'clock here on the East Coast, we're going to have some fun. We are really going to have some fun. So thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here. I will be back at 10. Heather will be wrapping up the day, and then we'll come back together at 4 p.m. I can't wait to see you guys. This is the first time Heather and I will be, you might even call it a duel. Who knows? We'll see you then. Bye, guys.